It's Monday morning, but only just. It's Sunday night. Um, yeah, so I'm back on my lovely lovely phone, which is I have splotches everywhere. It's so splotchy. It looks like a giraffe phone. I don't know. I suspect this won't translate. Like I expect it shouldn't translate to the video because we did clean the camera thing, but yeah, who knows? Sorry if I look silly. Um I'm gonna work backwards because I know I made a video for you on the other phone, but I'm not sure when. So today I made banana bread, and I was sort of like averaging three recipes and also using metric. So it could be better, it could be worse, whatever. I also went on a walking tour. They have these like free walking tours, so I think I'm gonna do one in Zurich, because they're free. Might as well do one in every city. Apparently, they're like a thing in Europe that like every city just has these free walking tours, and then you like tip the person at the end, however much you thought it was worth. But it like I don't know. It sort of feels nicer not to be paying up, less risky to be paying at the end rather than up front, if that makes sense, because you can like sort of decide how good it was. Um, and I mean, they're in it as volunteers. It's like not, yeah. Anyway, um, so that was today. It was a walking tour, and mostly we saw things I knew about, saw things I had seen, but I she gave more information about them, which was very nice. Yesterday was a lovely lazy day. I did absolutely nothing. I mostly read all day. Um, Yesterday being Saturday. Friday. What did I do during the day? Oh, during the day, I went to I feel like I went to more than just this, but I went to the anatomy and pharmacy museums. So the anatomy museum might have been better if I spoke German or read German, but it was more like the Motor Museum is more like weird stuff, but this one was more like this is what fetuses look like at different sizes, and this is what bones look like in different configurations, and this is how this kind of joint relates to other structures we see around us, like construction equipment that's shaped similar to this kind of joint, and how it's load bearing and stuff. This was much more educational. It was fine. I wouldn't say it was interesting. It was could have been interesting. I would have taken maybe high schoolers there. And then the pharmacy museum was kind of cool, mostly because they had information in English. But both of them together. So I have my student ID, and students here count up to the age of like 30, which is convenient. Um, very convenient. Although also, I think if I were to flub it by a year, like or a couple years, I don't think anyone would notice. Um, so yeah, with the student discount, and then both of those museums are owned by the University of Basel. So together, it was 5 francs, which was very nice. Quite cheap compared to most things here in lovely Switzerland. Um, and then Friday night, there's an English theater company here, and they did a production of Blithe Spirit by Noel Coward. He did Private Lives, which I saw at the Lantern with a grad student from the theater department and some other people. Private Lives was really, really good, which led me to want to watch this. I was like, oh, I like his stuff, and I really liked the script. The script was a very good script. Um, and I would like to see a better production. Um, it was bad. It wasn't horrible, but it was 30 francs a ticket. So like I sort of expect more from it at that point. But this was eh, like one of the actors clearly had no idea. One of the actresses was just like pausing left, right, and center, just like, and her character kind of lent itself to it, but not that much. One of the actors was forgetting lines, And I swear I could hear the prompter. I was just like, no, 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 no. Um, People were moving while lights were still on, and then they would close the curtain after that. Like, the techies were moving relatively silently in the not dark to move things between scenes, and then here come the actors stomping across the set. It was just, it was so bad. Uh, um, and yeah, yeah, I'll stop on that. Thursday. Absolutely no idea what Thursday was. No clue. Hope I made a video for you at that point. I could go back through my photos, but maybe Thursday was the day that Mike and I hit up the Heidi Museum and the Toy Museum. I'm gonna guess that was it. I don't know if I told you, but we went to a toy museum that was very cool. It was sort of arranged by it was much better than that teddy bear one. It was like curated. So like here are the tin toys and here are examples of tin toys throughout the years and here are wooden toys and here's a collection of toy animals and different Noah's Arks from around the world. It was much more interesting. And then we went to an art museum that was, excuse me, supposed to be, usually has really good exhibits from what he was saying, but like this time it had Andy Warhol and then some other guy. So tomorrow we are going to leave on a 3-day tour all around Switzerland, hitting up just countryside and stuff. And I'm glad this phone is working so I can take decent quality photos everywhere. And then I think Thursday morning, I'm gonna head into Zurich and maybe do the walking tour and tour around a bit. And then Thursday evening is Quidditch. I need to message them and see if I can crash with somebody. Or I'll find a couch surfing place or I'll hostel, whatever, it'll be fine. And then Friday I'll come back. And then next week, on like Monday or so, I'm gonna head up to Brussels and Joanna for a week, so that'll be nice. Yeah, hope everything's wonderful. I love you. Bye.